Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this episode we're going to be fitting a catch can system to the Forester. We're going to be putting the catch can system right where we've had a catch can before, where the old battery used to be. If you've been following along for quite a while, you know I've had one there before, and it was actually in 3 sections. So the one at the back, they're all about 2 litres in capacity. The one at the back was for the heads, one in the middle was for the block, and the one at the front was actually for the scavenger system for when I had the low mounted turbo, when I had the compound system. So it took up all this space, but I did make it out of just steel, stainless steel. So you can see this bracket down here, that's what it fitted into, and I had a couple of little grub screws there, so that would hold it in. You can tell here I've changed it a little bit. Now we have all the power here. We've got the flex fuel sensor there. So we're going to have to change it up a little bit. So now I went onto eBay and I got a max speeding rods catch can. It's for a Honda. So it's supposed to fit in the battery tray of a Honda. We have 4 ports and we've got 2 breathers. So we're going to have to try to make this work. Alright, so to get this in, it's gonna need some work. So where these ports are, gonna go straight into the engine. So I don't think that's gonna work. Let's see what other options we have. Right, so we've got the power fuse block there. We've got a relay, and we've got actual power distribution from the battery to the starter, to this power block here, and up to the fuse box there. So there's a lot of stuff going on, and we've got the flex fuel here in the way. Now I did have a setup a little while ago where I think I made a carbon fiber piece. I can't remember if I had the washer bottle there, and I had the power distribution up there. Don't think I had the washer bottle there. I really like that setup. I wouldn't mind going back to something similar, so it clears it out a bit. You can access them while the catch can is in there. So what I'm thinking is maybe stand this up and put it in this way. More space in there, something like that. Then we run into the issue of, is it going to hit the bonnet? Maybe if I push it back further it won't. Alright, so you can see I'm trying to push it as far back as I can. Get the power cables out of the way. Right, so now we're on the back side of the bracket. Until we need to do something with the flex fuel as well, relocate that, but that is on the bracket. Let's chuck some fittings on here and see if it hits the bonnet. Alright, we've got a little bit of an issue with the fittings at the moment. The hoses that I have on the breathers are orb fittings, so they go into this catch can. Right, so we are looking like this, so we need to convert them to these ones. So put them on there and see how that looks. Tell you what guys, you can't make a Subaru engine bay look good because there's 2 of everything. 2 head breathers, block, PCV, valve as well. So that's this one. Then we'll do the block onto this one. Hopefully that works alright. A bit hesitant about the PCV one, but that one's not long enough. We need a longer one. That will go down to that one. or I'll move that onto there. Alright, let's see if the bonnet closes. Right, so this line will go down along the radiator. So, something like that. I tried going under this, it just doesn't look good. I know this doesn't look good either, but it's better than it's like cable tied or something. Give it a bit more length, a bit more of a natural curve to it, come out a bit. Right. Anyways, I'm going to get this sitting properly so we can test the bonnet. I'll get that out of the way. Oh yeah, that's touching. It's not even down. Great. Oh, that was a fuel line. That's gonna have to get moved. I have to sort that out. Yeah, because you got this width here, so you need to be in a bit. See if I can just move that. Alright, I'm pretty sure on my last setup I swapped over the 8-8 fitting from this one here, this 90, to the feed, which is a straight one. So 90 would come off there, then that would push that further down. And then we could have a straight one, then that would sit better down that way. I've rotated the catch can so the filters are on the front side. I think that might be a lot better. And still get to this stuff, it's not touching. The filter is there. Just got to make it easy to get the catch can out. I was planning on plugging up one of the holes, the bottom one, so it could come up a bit more, but I'll show you why that won't work. Alright, and see in here I've got some other fittings, right? Got these to thread into your valve cover, and then got these little block off plugs. Oh, sweet. No, it's not for that. Again, I believe it's for block breather, maybe on the Honda. Anyways, I guess we'll work out something to put on there. Alright, that actually fits in there quite well with both of the filters on. It's kind of hard up against the light, but it's a little bit there, but it's also hard up against the back of the bracket, so really don't have much movement. Once all the lines are on, we shouldn't have any movement. Right, let's try to get all the lines on and fit it properly. Alright, got the intercooler pipe off with the blow off valve, so just from here and the throttle body. Now I'll do the fuel lines first, because I'll probably end up running that down along this side. Got that loop around. It seems like the wiring is good, it's long enough, so time to get some fuel everywhere. Big block breather, that's going to be the hardest one to fit. Now the block breather hose actually fits over a 10AN male very good, and it just needs to be clamped on. So I'm going to have to sort out something there, maybe a sharp 90 degrees male to female on one of these, so then it can just get clamped on. So similar to what I've done here. Yeah, let's get that straight fitting off, and we'll swap it over with this one. It's going to clean up the fuel intake and the flex fuel out. a lot better how it used to be. Alright, so the feed is off. There'll be a little bit of fuel in there. Best thing about these fittings are they are the same series. Oh, I think they're 100 series. It's got the little olive in there. It's got the Teflon inside, so this section just pops off, that stays on there, and just a quick swap over. Easy. Alright, so the fittings are off. 90-degree one is off, straight one is off, so straight one will go onto here. 90-degree one will go back over there, and that'll clean up this area as well, which is good. Pretty easy. Alright, fuel lines are done. So I've got that 90 coming in there to the filter. I've got the straight on there now, coming out from the 90, so that's going to hide under the intercooler pipe. We've got the catch can in there. So the only issue at the moment is I don't have one long enough to get over to this side. I'll have a look through my box I got over there of AN lines. Hopefully I do. Otherwise, for now we might have to put a joint in it. Alright guys, I've nearly got the catch can done. I went to shut the bonnet and this one fouls on the bonnet. So it's sitting up a bit too high. Once that's off, it's fine. So what I'm going to do is cut out the original battery tray there, and it should drop it probably an inch. So it should clear, and these hoses will look a bit better, and we'll probably be able to tie it down a lot easier as well. Alright, so I've got 3 spots I need to grind down, and then I just realised that this mount is actually mounted to that bracket for the intercooler pipe, so I have to sort out something there. It is mounted further up, but got to get that sorted. We'll get this out too. Alright, I've got the bracket out. It's pretty bad under there. I'll give it a vacuum or blow out, and then we're going to try to get this off so we have a nice flat surface. Alright, so I've been chopping the battery stay out of the mount, so we are a lot lower now, which is great. Still got a bit of work to do down there, cleaning it up. I might modify that and weld it in, so then use the grub screws again here and here to secure it in. Alright, so I've obviously cut down the old bracket, mounting bracket there, so it will fit the new one, and you can see I've put some edge primer down too because we had some raw metal showing. So I'll let that flash off, and we might give it a quick coat with a black of some sort. Alright, just hit it with some black paint. Ended up going up the side as well. We'll let that dry, and then we'll get everything back on. I'll put the catch can in first and see if I can put the fuse box in. If I can't, I might have to make something else up so it sits flat, so we can see the fuses and see everything. So if we need to change something, it's a lot easier. Alright, it's all mounted back up. Looks pretty good. I'm happy. Possibly maybe just like a beauty panel or something. Nice carbon fiber bit that goes around it. Look pretty good. But yeah, let's get all the hoses back on. We'll get the intercooler pipe on. Still got to chop the one that goes over here to the length and join it. And there we have it guys, bonnet is closed, everything is done. Let's have a look at what I did. Alright, let's get that bonnet up. I think it's the neatest I can get it. Right, so we've got the right hand head with the join here. Goes over onto the angle there. We have the left hand head there. We have the PCV on that one, and then we have the block breather on that one. This big one here. Oops, so I forgot to plug the air intake in. So yeah, everything is back together. We have the flex fuel just sitting down here for now. I could possibly rotate that around and mount it somehow, but you don't really need to do anything with it once it's in and connected. It's good. We can still see the pressure. Yeah, so on this fuse block, when one of the circuits doesn't work, the lights in the middle light up so you can see what it is, and I can actually quite easily get to the fuses. So I'm pretty happy with that. Get my hand down there and you'd probably be able to see the plastic glowing red if something's not working properly. So there shouldn't be any interference there, but like I said before, I might make up a little beauty panel that'll go through there. Can't really get it through on this side because of the block breather one, but that might change. But yeah, that's in nice and tight. That's not going anywhere. And I've painted that. It's a ceramic black. It's a high temp black. That's why it's gone to a flat black. But yeah, hope you enjoy. It's probably the neatest I could probably get a Subaru engine bay without doing more painting. Obviously the manifold will get painted one day again, but for now we are nearly ready for a dyno tune. I'm going to head off for a week or so on holidays, so this episode is actually coming out while I'm away. So hope you enjoy it. Comment down below what catch can setups you guys run, and if you think this one will run properly, because it's got the PCV valve into it as well. It is vented, so it's not pulling a vacuum, so it should be okay. That means we can make a pretty good intake as well. We won't need another line across here for an intake to pull vacuum on the heads and the block. Just a free flowing, so just have to keep checking that because we don't actually have a lot in there. So even if I did mount it laying down with the filters up, I really only have up until here until it starts backing up anyway. So we've got probably about the same on the bottom side. But yeah, we might see some vapor coming out of this area, guys, so don't be too concerned.